Welcome to another Bustin Kappa's video. Warning, the following content is for pro MLG players only. Subscriberino, likeerino, and leave a commenterino. Please no copy pasterino. Enjoy the sick plays.
All right, there he is, boys. The big man
Okay.
himself.
Hello.
All right, here we go. So let's get our first questions in here. Everyone, this is Big Man Tyrone. He's a kind of a YouTube sensation. He does
Oh.
he does intro videos, and he can do birthday videos, anything you'd like.
Birthday videos.
Yeah, and anything you'd like, anniversary, doesn't matter. He's got a special link for us, and I'll get that after the stream, and I'll share that around on my Twitter, my Facebook, my YouTube, and it'll give you guys a special discount for his services, for his videos, if you'd like to get a video from him. So I'm going to, let's see, what's the best way to get questions? There's a lot of people here. There's about 100 people watching right now, so
Oh, wow.
that's pretty big for me.
It is. It is.
So let's get our first questions, and we'll just kind of do it by ear, if that's okay with you.
Okay.
All right, so first question that pops up is the first one I'm going to read, and we'll just kind of go with which ones I see. So the first question I've got is from Aerofall, and he asks, how old are you, Tyrone?
Oh, Aerofall. Well, thanks for that question. I've had this question so many times. You know, people say I'm 60, some say I'm 20. You know, but the bottom line is, I turned 49 this January 29.
49.
Yes.
Okay, great. So 49, boys. That's pretty young.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Younger than Morgan Freeman.
There you go. You don't have the gray hair yet. You're still looking very good.
Well,
All right. So from Office 1992, he asks, "Where are you from, Tyrone?"
well, I'm from Cameroon, and Cameroon is a country of about 19 million people in West Central Africa, and is bordered by Nigeria, Chad, the Equatorial Guinea, and Gabon.
Okay. There you go, boys. Everyone's just saying Morgan Freeman in chat. Okay, let's see. Let's find a good one here. How are you there's some things that are obviously not comfortable. We're not gonna give away your address or anything like that. Are you okay with talking about your family and things like that as well? Okay.
Yes, yes,
Right.
yes. This is, let me just chip
Sure.
in here, Bustin. I am not comfortable with interviews that are over sanitized.
Okay.
I like, I'm a guy that believes in free speech. I believe people have a right to say what they want to say, ask what they want to ask, and it's up to me to decide how much information I give away. So throw this thing open to your fans. Let them have a go at it, and let them just come on and ask me what they want to ask
Okay.
me.
Perfect.
Okay.
Fire Spartan 77 asks, Tyrone, are you rich? Are you very wealthy? You dress very well.
Well, you see, wealth is in the mind. I've seen people that have got millions of pounds, millions of dollars, millions of yen, but they look miserable. Not for me. I believe that money, whatever we have, I said on Twitter once, I said, wealth is not the amount of money that you keep for yourself, it's the amount of money that you give away. And as long as you have enough money to, take care of your family properly, take care of all their needs, but then you can still keep aside enough money to do good works, to reach out to poor people out there, reach out to homeless people out there, reach out to disabled people out there, reach out to charities out there, then I consider you rich. So in that sense, I am rich.
What an awesome answer, guys. Wow. I'm just amazed. Let's see. The next one. How did you get into YouTube, Tyrone?
It was by sheer happenstance, Bustin. I was going about my own business. I was a businessman, business consultant, setting up businesses here and there, recruitment businesses, and so on, design websites. And then went to Fiverr.com to source services for my own use. But then I noticed that at the end of that year, I had spent something like $1,000 just buying services from other people. And I said to myself, hold on a minute. Is there not something I can do on this platform that can offset, all the money that I spent here? So if I could make 1,000 on this platform, maybe I could then spend it on all my needs. I could order logos, I could order web designs, I could order
Right.
stationery design for my own business. And so I went onto Fiverr.com, and the first time around, registered. I got the first account banned because I flouted the rules. They said you're not supposed to give out emails, which I did. It got banned. I set up the second account. It got banned as well. With the third account, actually, I had two accounts running. The reason it was banned was because I cloned gigs from one onto the other, and the rules say you can't have the same gigs, on two different accounts. So I woke up in the morning, and there was no account, and then set up my current, Fiverr account and decided to start doing videos. And lo and behold, customers began to catch on to my videos. For some reason, I don't know why, the anime community began to catch on to it. Then suddenly, the 4chan, began to catch on my videos.
That could be a good and a bad thing.
It could be a good or bad thing, but then suddenly one day, Reddit latched onto my videos. And I did that short video where I say, welcome to Reddit. And then I go, ha, 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 ha. And that was it. Once that video hit the waves, I just, I just became an overnight, as you said before, an overnight sensation.
That is, Reddit is the land of promises, and it can also be a land of hate, a land of hatred.
Oh, yeah.
But
I've had a good run with them anyway.
That's good. Reddit, the Reddit community can really get you going, and so there's your answer, boys. This has been asked by quite a few people. Do you play League of Legends, which is the game that I play?
I must confess that although my house is a gaming house, I am not an astute gamer. I must confess. I'm a bit old school, and when we grew up, there were no gadgets in the house. We did not have fancy consoles and Xboxes and PS things. We had practically nothing. So grew up in this very modest and environment. Did not have a time to learn all these things. But what I noticed is that my son and my daughter, but especially my son, is a real gamer. I'm telling you, he spends 12 hours sometimes on the trot. He's playing League of Legends, and recently he's caught on to Minecraft. He's building things, building gardens, and listening to all sorts of things. So I am a gaming student.
You're learning.
That's what I call myself. Yes.
Very good. Very good. Okay. Oh, I think I might have done the wrong link for your YouTube channel. Whoops.
Okay.
Hold on. We'll get to the next question first.
Okay.
What kind of headphones are you using?
Oh, this is right now.
Mm-hmm.
No, this is an ordinary Samsung Galaxy Note 4 headphone. I hope it's clear enough for you guys. I mean, it's not an out of the world thing like Dr. Dre or something like that. No, it's just normal.
Beats by Dre.
Headphone.
Very nice. Salty sandwich. This is kind of a really important question. There's a lot of answers you could take with it. Tyrone, can you love me, please?
Well, it depends. It depends. Is it a lady? Is it a man?
The name is Salty Sandwich. I couldn't tell you.
Well, I don't know if it's a lady. Well, definitely I'm a married man, and I'm taken. Sorry, but I could love you as a friend. I could love you as a YouTube member, and so I could love you like a brother or like a sister. So really, if it's agape love, as we say in church, yes. But if it's erotic love, if it's erotica, then I'm afraid I have to pass on that for now. And I hope no offense taken.
Oh, he's happy I asked it. Let's see. Mr. Got Skills, if you'd like to answer this, or if you'd like me, it doesn't matter. He asks, how did we meet?
Oh, how did we meet? Oh, you mean you and I? Oh, of course, you and I go back a long way. When you contacted me, first of all, to do that channel trailer for your wonderful channel, which I proudly did. And then after that, we've been catching up on Facebook. We've literally been hanging out on Skype and doing lots of things together. And this is just the start. We have other collaborations coming. So that's how we met. It wasn't like a date or something like that.
It was a blind date. We met on eHarmony and very similar interests. We like suits and...
Yeah, we like suits, and Bustin was there.
All right. Say Paya asks, are you wearing pants, Tyrone?
Yes, I am wearing pants indeed. I know you guys came on this on my question time. Some of you said I was, you said all manner of things. I was having a blowjob under the table and so on, blah blah blah. But come on, guys. I am wearing pants, yes.
Okay, another question. Tyrone, what's the favorite video that you've made?
Ooh, favorite video.
And you don't have to say it's mine because that...
Well, I've done 6,000 videos.
Right.
And counting. So the sheer size, the sheer volume of those videos means it's hard to keep track. But there are some videos that I really think about, like the Reddit video, which I mentioned. I think it was one of those videos that shot me to fame. And that Reddit video stands out where I'm putting on this pink hat and I'm just laughing away and screaming my head off. That's one of my most hilarious videos. Now, another video that I did it wasn't really, a very great video as such, but it was a very important video. It was a video I did for the Otaku Festival in Romania. Got this order coming into my box, and then did the order, sent it off to Romania, and then forgot about it. And a few weeks later, I get an invitation from Romania to actually travel and co-host a conference on the Otaku Festival. So, these are real life-changing things. And, I might just pause there to say something, Bustin, to all your fans. Sure. There. If you've got something that you've been asked to do, make sure that the first consideration is how well you do it, not how much you get from it. Because believe me, guys, if you keep doing your work and do it well, one of these days, somebody is going to look at what you do and they're going to take you to that place where you want to be.
That's a great answer. Atomic Rex asks, what is the weirdest request for a video that you've ever gotten?
I do remember what the weirdest request was, Bustin, trust me. Now, it was on Fiverr.com and I got this order. This guy pays me $100 and he says, well, do this video for me. And then I click on the photo link, and lo and behold, he's got two statuettes. One of them is the behind of a black woman, and the other is the behind of a white woman. Now, I can't go into all the graphic details. I don't know what your channel can take, but this was supposed to be a short video where I was going to describe how I like making, I like having, with these two ladies. And it was so unsavory. I had to write back to him and ask that he please cancel. But the guy, was very persistent. He came back and doubled his offer. He said, okay, look, Tyrone, well, by that time, nobody called me Tyrone. I was called Great Geeks Guy, as on my page. And he said, well, you know what? I'll give you $200. I said, well, you know what? you can take those $200 and
I don't think I would have been able to do that video either. It's
Oh,
a
no, no,
horrible
no.
request.
Just imagine me standing side by side, these two, iconic pictures. It was too much for me to bear. I couldn't put my face on
No,
that.
no, no. Let's see. You did mention that you're married.
Yes, I
And
am.
how long have you been married?
We just celebrated 17 years this December 6th. So we've
Congratulations.
married. Thank you, sir. We've married 17 years.
That's amazing.
Yes.
And the next question, almost directly after that, was how many kids do you have?
Well, I've got loads of kids. I've got a football pitch full of kids, sowing my wild oats like any typical man out there. Well, I've got a son, Innocent. He's in his 20s now. He's an aspiring footballer. I've got another son, Paul Silas now. He's in Spain now. He's studying there. And then I've got my daughter Miracle that you see often on my YouTube videos during the ice bucket challenge, pouring the water on my head, And then I've got Allegra, that's my second daughter. And my last son is Excellence, that you also see on the videos climbing on my body, and trying to interrupt all the videos that I do. So I've got 5 kids.
5 kids.
Yes.
Awesome. Do you have any pets?
Currently, no, but my father used to have a lot of pets. I remember while he was alive, because he passed a few years ago. But in our household, there was never a time, Bustin, there was never a time that we did not have 2 dogs and 3 cats, And my dad was so attached to these pets, he used to actually feed them and then eat at the same time. And I was wondering, how can somebody put food in a dog's mouth and put that same hand back in his mouth? But that's what pet lovers do. Pet lovers love their pets just like children. I don't have pets at the moment, but I really, really, really admire pet lovers, because it's an outlet for you to express love and kindness to one of God's creations.
Exactly. Pets can be great for people that also can't have kids. I have a lot of friends who are unable to have kids, but they have a lot of pets, and they love them just like kids. So it sounds
So they
really
channel
familiar.
energy towards the pets.
Sounds very familiar. Tyrone,
Yes.
do you have any other job other than making YouTube videos?
Well, let me first of all, quickly say that making YouTube videos is not a job. It's not my job. I've got people asking me, Tyrone, what's going to happen to you once this goes down? Well, what's going down? Nothing is going down. There was a Tyrone before YouTube. There will be a Tyrone after YouTube. Before I came onto YouTube, I have to first of all explain that I was a journalist. I was a TV presenter before while I was in Cameroon. And when I came to the UK, I retrained and also presented programs on Channel 7 television in Northeast Lincolnshire. I did a few training jobs for UNICEF. I traveled to Madagascar in Africa to training journalists in that country on the ethics of child reporting, because we found out that they were not reporting, child issues properly. They were putting inappropriate images in newspapers. I was sent by UNICEF to go down there. It was actually through the Exile Journalist Network that I got that training, traveled there. So I am actually all things to all men, journalist. But I've got, for my qualifications, I've got a law degree. I've got a degree in business management. Yes, I've got a degree in business management. I've got a degree in broadcast media, and I've got a degree in divinity. So, quite a lot of things, and I'm also an author. As you guys know, I'm a life coach, philanthropist, all of that. But business-wise, I'm a business consultant. Show me the business, and I'll show you how to make it work. That's what I often tell people. I've got, online businesses which I run. One of them does recruitment, So I do quite a few things that I could not even, tell you guys here, because time would fail me. But the YouTube channel thing is a welcome addition to my income, because I've got something like 1,400 videos on YouTube, and I've got links on those videos linking onto my video sales page. So you can imagine the amount of shared traffic that I pull from YouTube and the amount of conversion
Yeah.
that can have. So it's a significant source of income, to have that YouTube channel. But also there is the fun part of it, that I'm able to have fun, with my channel subscribers. But most importantly, that I'm able to empathize with my channel subscribers, and where possible, share my experiences with them. And many a time, as you heard in one of my videos, I've had people call me to say how distressing a situation they were going through, and if I could help, some on the verge of suicide, some going through nasty divorces, some victims of parental divorce, and so on. And where I can, bullying, where I can, I've been able to proffer a little advice here and there, a little comfort, a little succor here and there, and every little helps.
Right. Tyrone not only offers, the video, the video commissions and things like that, but he also offers great counsel. If you need someone to talk to, this guy is he's really just an amazing listener, and I've seen his work in action. It's very, very cool. So.
Can I just chip in, Bustin, that if anyone finds themselves in a really difficult situation and they want to talk to me, they don't have to spend any money. I will fund them. All I need to do is to get a private contact for themselves, where they can inbox me through my YouTube channel. They can send me an email with a phone number, and I can ring them back at my expense. I don't care what part of the world they are in, if it's Venezuela, if it's in Botswana. I really don't care. I will ring you back, and I'll talk through those problems with you, because a problem shared is a problem half solved. My son has just come into the stream now.
Well, you feel free to have him on if you'd like. If he's comfortable.
How are you? Okay.
Fine. Let's see.
I'm working now. Okay.
Tyrone, can you give us some wise words on how to be successful in life from Big and Bronze?
Yes. I don't have like a magic wand that I can just, wave and say, hey, be successful. I don't have magical powers that I can just wield over you and say, hey, you are a great man. But this is what I can tell you. 97% of the world's population works for 3%. So 3% of the world's population owns all the wealth. And it was proven in a study at Harvard that only 3% of the world's population set goals. And so technically, people that don't set goals work for people that set goals. It follows, therefore, that if you want to succeed in life, the first and foremost thing you need to do, and I can't emphasize this, is to set clear goals about where you want to go. Now, let me just ask you, Bustin, if you're leaving Massachusetts to Washington and you don't know the way, wouldn't it be better for you to use 15 minutes to set your satellite navigator, rather than just jump in the car thinking that you will save time by just running and, hitting the expressway? Now, that little time that you spend setting your destination postcode in your satellite navigator is a lifesaver for you, because it doesn't matter how choppy the highway is. It doesn't matter if you miss your way. It's always going to bring you back and take you to your destination. The same goes with goal setting. Goal setting establishes a destination zip code for your life and tells your subconscious what direction you're going. And after that, there's nothing that can go wrong. You can go through tough times, you can go through failures or temporary failures, but you're always going to go toward the direction. So step number one, set clear goals. Fitness goals, I've just set new fitness goals for myself because I put on, a little bit of weight. I've set new fitness goals for myself. Have a fitness goal, have an academic goal, have a family goal. You want to be a loving parent, in the next 30 days. You want to give up drinking in the next 90 days. You want to make $10,000 like big man Tyrone in the next 45 days. You know, set clear goals. Now, the next thing you need to do is to internalize and prioritize these goals. Now, what I do is that on my phone here, I've got all my affirmations of what I want to do, be, and have. So I record them myself, and then I use very soothing music, and I put them on to just loop on my headset, and I listen to it over and over again. I am fit. My body is fine. My hair is perfect. My heartbeat is normal. My blood is flowing perfectly. And all those affirmations, as you keep affirming, they keep changing your mindset. And there's a paradigm change that occurs when you do all these things. Now, when you've prioritized it, now the next stage is action. And I'm not just talking about wild, crazy action. I'm talking about, wise action. Because when you start prioritizing, then you start seeing things happening. People start popping up, events, circumstances, where you can perform what you've planned to perform in your life. So do these three things, guys, and I'm sure that success will await you.
Awesome. I'm glad I have that on recording because I can use that in the future.
Yes. Actually, hold on,
Sure.
Bustin. I've told you that I'm on a live stream and I'm working. Now, when you're jumping and prancing around, what does that tell me? That you don't take my work seriously? Is that what you're trying to do? And you're going on record now as having distorted that is work again at 1:29 when all kids are sleeping. So go upstairs now and meet your mom. And I'll meet you there in a minute. Take my phone here, go. Play, what are you going to play, Minecraft?
You watch Minecraft?
Yeah, you put it and watch it, okay?
Daddy,
Yeah.
there's a few things that are not on,
Put them there, install them. Go and install them.
there's not kind of ones on YouTube,
Yeah,
but let me try.
go and try. Good boy. All right. Sorry about that, guys.
No, I got a from and she asks, ask please because I wanted to be as a kid.
Oh, we all grow up, isn't it, trying to be Superman, trying to be the first man on the moon, trying to be the head of state of the whole world. When we grow up as kids, all of us have got ambitions, I think. But those ambitions change. I'm sure when you started off in school, you wanted to become a medical doctor, and then later on you wanted to become a space scientist. And then afterwards you say, oh, hold on a minute, I'll be a teacher. And then later on, I want to be the head of state. As children, we have all these wild fantasies. And I had mine as well. But I remember growing up with my father, who was a very strict disciplinarian. And all he ever wanted me to do was to become a lawyer. And I started studying law, got the law degree quite all right. But as soon as I got it, I realized it was not for me. And so began to, explore, different options. So initially, I was training to become a lawyer, which is why I've got that law degree, but never really pursued it. And, the rest is history.
Well, I'm sure I can speak for everyone when we say that we're glad you're here with us.
Thank you.
Question is, how long have you been doing videos?
I've been doing videos, you mean YouTube videos, for about 2 years now, I think. Just over 2 years.
The next question I have for you is, what do you think of montage parodies, i.e. the videos that snipers and I make?
Montage, first of all, when I started out doing these videos, it was a bit weird for me, really, when I got these videos coming through. And I was thinking, what's wrong with these guys? Why do they send me these weird videos? So first of all, initially I was like, oh, hold on a minute, what's going on here? But as time went by, I settled down. I began to actually look at these videos, and I actually began to like them, And sometimes I would watch your videos and snipers, and I would just go laughing, and I mean, it's cool. It's cool to have montage parodies and so on. It makes life go round. Life is, it said too much work with no play makes Jack a dull boy. And, you guys provide the platform. Let me take this side of my earphone off. You guys provide a platform that gives us, a light-hearted way to go through life. And that's very, very important.
Very good, very good. I've been asked numerous times to have you do my video introduction. I say we can save that for last if you'd like to do it. If you don't want to do it, that's okay too. If you remember the words to it, but it's something that people have been asking for just over and over and over again. They want you to do it live. So if you'd like to do that later,
have you got the words? Have you got the words?
I have the I can send you the word.
Yeah, put it on the text. Put it on as text there for me.
Okay, I'll do that up near the end of the stream. We can have that be the closer.
Okay then.
Okay. This may have been asked already, but what is Tyrone's biggest life goal? I don't think that's been asked yet. So what is your life goal?
Yes, my biggest life goal is to become the president of the world.
Yeah, you're on your way, friend.
I got you. No, to be honest with you, my goal, my one biggest singular goal is to become an iconic figure that can help hundreds of thousands of people to achieve their goals. And as I say, to empower them to move from where they are to where they ought to be. I see myself as, a world-class motivational speaker, a world-class goal-setting expert that pushes people, that encourages people, that empowers people to be what they want to be, what they ought to be, as I say. A world player that is loved and admired by millions around the globe.
I honestly think if you keep doing what you're doing, you could make that for sure. I'm gonna try and help you as best I can. We've got about 10,000 people on my YouTube that are ready to pitch in and vote for you for president.
That's important. Yes, thank you so much.
XDJ Mouse and Asapsid ask what your religion is.
Christian
religion.
Put simply, yeah.
Okay.
And I might just chip in there that most people are not aware, but I'm actually a minister of the gospel. This may have come across in some videos where people have insisted that I do certain things, and I've told them, much as I like to have fun here on YouTube, much as I like to say the things that you guys want me to say, there are certain limits, as to what I can say. There are some words that I will not pronounce. Not because I'm trying to be uptight or to try to show that I'm better than thou, but just because it's out of sync with my, expression as a Christian minister. So because I have to go back after my videos, after YouTube, I have to go back to my Christian community where people look up to me. And, I can't be blessing people with the same mouth that I use to curse.
Of course.
Yes.
And that's why when you guys, if you request a video from Tyrone, make sure that you keep it as something that he can be comfortable
reasonably
with,
it can be reasonably, it doesn't have to be pure white. There's some great things I can handle.
He can say that he hook your mom on the gabber, but he won't.
Yeah, I can hook them on the gabber. I can say shit. What is that?
Yeah, but there are certain things that is just not not okay. No.
Yeah.
Let's see. This one's been asked a few times as well. Tyrone, how can you be so persuasive?
Oh, am I?
I'm just the messenger.
Well, I guess it's a natural thing, actually, but there's some work also involved. I've worked a lot on myself over the years, and I encourage you also, the person that asked that question, I encourage you to know that you can become anything you want to do, you want to be. Just set your mind to it. If you want to be persuasive, work at being persuasive. You can read books like Norman Vincent Peale, How to Win Friends and Influence People. That's just one example of the over 400 books that I've read on self-development.
Great answer. Big Pickle Zero asks, did you ever see yourself getting recognition when you posted your first YouTube video?
Not at all. Not at all. And nor did I seek recognition. I have to state that I had already set up 12 YouTube channels before, and all had failed. I set up YouTube channels, to do different things, and they just petered out. 10 followers, 55 followers. I remember I had 153 followers on one of my channels, and I was like, yay, but not by a long shot did I ever think that I was going to, get this attention. Not at all.
And what does your family think of the attention that you've been getting online and things like that?
Well, you must have seen in some of my videos how my family helps me. You saw the ice bucket challenge, how my daughter put water on my head. You saw recently on our Christmas video, we're greeting the whole world and saying Merry Christmas to all of you. I was sitting there flanked by my wife and my two kids. And you've also seen other videos where my wife is laughing in the background when I say something funny. And, many a time when I shoot videos at home, because I shoot in the office and at home as well. Usually in the night, I would shoot at home. And when I shoot at home, I'm actually shooting in proximity to them because my son is next door and my daughter is watching TV, next door, and my wife is cooking. So once in a while, they would look through and they would laugh at something that I've said. But sometimes also my wife would pull my ear and say, you can't say that.
Yeah. Of course.
So grosso modo, my family has been very, very supportive of what I do.
That's great.
Yeah.
This seems like we're kind of moving into some current event questions. First, I want to ask, though, what languages do you speak?
I speak English and French.
English and French. I did notice on your favorite profile that you could do a video in French, so I did know that one.
Yes, I do speak. Yes, I do speak French. Je parle français.
No.
You don't have to go there.
So, what do you think of the terrorist attacks in Paris at the moment?
Well, it's often I feel saddened by these events. The first thing I feel is sadness. I feel sad that people that have been given the privilege of life can ascribe to themselves the power to take away the lives of other people. To me, that if that is not robbery, if that is not daylight robbery, I don't know what that is. And I cannot tell you how I condemn in the strongest terms the killings that have gone on in Paris and those that have gone on before in other countries. Nobody, and I repeat, nobody has the right to wield arms against his fellow man. I don't care what the cause is. I don't care what the belief is. I don't care what the religion is that stands behind these killings. But what I do know is that anybody that calls themselves a believer in whatever religion it is has to know that the reason that organized religion has been set in this world is to help people to live in harmony, to find peace with themselves, and eventually for those that believe to meet their maker when they die. Nowhere have I seen in any Christian faith, be it the Muslim faith, in the Christian faith, in the Baha'i faith, the Zoroastrian, whatever faith it is, I've never seen in any faith where there's a call to arms against innocent people. And I do condemn these killings with the utmost strength that I have, and it's a shame, it's an absolute shame that people can go to that length to destroy the lives of other people. And in this case of Paris, actually, what really saddens me is the right of free speech that these people try to muscle. I just told you a short while ago that people can ask me any question. It's just free speech. You can ask me anything you want to. And I believe that as a journalist, I have a right to express opinions that may be at variance with Bustin cappers. You don't have to take a Kalashnikov and come and kill me. So that is the lowest form, is the lowest depth to which religion can descend. And I cannot tell you how strongly I condemn these killings.
On to a little bit of a lighter question. What is your opinion on the legalization of marijuana?
Well, I've often told people that I am not a judge of people. I can express my opinion. As a Christian, we have certain, guide rules of things that you must and must not do. But even within the Christian circles, I can't stand sentry at any door and say, hey, you know what? You can't have a cigarette. You can't be gay. You have to be straight. That's not my job. My job is to preach the good news, which is goodwill toward all men. And it stops there. It's to bring the gospel to everybody, to say you should love your neighbor as yourself. Don't steal, don't cheat, don't kill, share what you've got with other people. But when it comes to things like marijuana, it's a personal choice. You can never tell why somebody smokes marijuana. You cannot tell why somebody is gay and one is straight. You can never tell why one person is a robber and the other person is not. We on this side of eternity don't know enough. We don't know enough. We, even the Bible, if you would allow me, it says we know in part and we prophesy in part. We cannot know everything. So as far as legalization goes, there must be a reason why legislators might feel the need to legalize something. It could be that it's already been used, so rampantly that there will be no use trying to criminalize people against something that would fill the prisons. You have to arrest hundreds of thousands of people and take them to jail for using marijuana. It could also be that they've seen that marijuana, apart from having destructive effects, could have beneficial medical effects, in some cases, and that, we might just as well legalize it. What I'm not sure about is whether legalization will not open a floodgate to people having, excess quantities of the drug, or peddling them to other innocent and weak people that could use them to their own detriment. But as I say, I am not a judge of that.
Okay. Intouchables asks, how do you feel about people who don't believe in God? And also, how are you?
I'm very well, thank you. Now, people that don't believe in God, it's fine, because even as a Christian that believes in God, my Christian faith says no one comes to God unless God calls him. So if somebody does not believe in God, it doesn't mean that they are fundamentally unbelievers. It just means that they have not been called yet. It just means they've not yet made up their minds to do it. It just means that, their own time has not come. They've not latched onto what we have latched onto. They may never latch onto it. But you know what? That is their prerogative. Nobody has the right to, bludgeon somebody into believing in something. I was once a guy that believed in my own intellectual capacity. I did not believe in any form of organized religion. The reason I came to, believe in religion was a personal matter. When I found myself in a really difficult situation, and religion helped me out of it. So my own situation is personal. So people that don't believe in God, atheists, as they call themselves, must have a reason why they don't believe in God. Perhaps they've not encountered anything that convinces them that there's a God. Perhaps they've not found themselves in a situation so difficult that their own personal power could not take them out of it. Or perhaps also they just want to, express the right of free speech to say what they want. But whatever choice you make must be an ethical and voluntary choice. But it must be a choice that gives you peace of mind, so you can live with yourself and say, well, you know what, I'm fine where I am. But also that I am somebody that can relate to other people normally without hurting them for their views.
That is a great answer, and I kind of wish that more people had your outlook on life. Do you believe in the death penalty, which says if you kill someone, you should be killed?
Well, I believe that punishment in itself is a reformist tool. We punish to reform. So when you kill me, then how do you reform me?
Very good answer.
I thought, yeah, I just think, I think that it's extremist. But again, I don't think anyone has a right to take away any other person's life. Now, if somebody has taken away the life of your loved one and you're listening to this, I want to tell you something. That tit for tat mentality does not work. And I can tell you this with a certainty that if someone gave you a guillotine to chop off the head of the murderer of your son or your daughter, after chopping their head, you would still not feel good about it, because you would have descended to the level of the killer and done exactly what they've done to your relative. So while I condemn acts of brutality, acts of wickedness that lead to crimes that attract the death penalty, I would think that death penalty in itself is a travesty to justice, in the sense that it robs people of the chance to reform themselves, face the errors that they've made, corrected themselves, and even make amends to those that they've hurt. It just robs them of that chance, and it robs society of a great opportunity.
The next question that I came across was, let's see if I can find it. It was a pretty good one. Oh, where did you meet your wife?
It's a very interesting story. I was in Cameroon. I was doing a professional course in translation and interpretation. We had an open sports day, and other neighboring schools and secondary schools were also brought in to participate in this sports bonanza, as it were. Now, I was one of the 5 runners selected for my school. Now, while I was running down the track, I had a short muscle, fell down, and everybody ran past. But this lady came and stood by and said, "Do you need any help at all?" And I looked up and I said, "Well, yeah, I could use some help."
Yeah, carry me off.
And can you see where this is going,
Yes.
Bustin?
Yes. Oh, that's adorable. What is your favorite kind of music by Unlimited? That's the question.
Yeah, first of all, I don't make any bones about the fact that it's got to be gospel music. I listen to a lot of music by Don Moen and Ron Kenoly, Ray Bowles. I got so many of them, Darlene Check, all those gospel greats, Lenny LeBlanc, and so on. But that's in my in my religious circles. Now, out of my religious circles, I listen to any and everything that plays an instrument. Believe me, I love all genre of music. I've actually got an Indian CD in my car, which my daughter loves a lot. It goes something like, Ajabusi, 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 and then somebody says, "But what is she saying? What is he saying in that song?" I say, "I don't know, but I just love rhythm." So I love all that, but I love songs, 80s slow songs, I'm thinking Lionel Richie, Billy Ocean. I'm thinking Michael Bolton, all those great songs, Roxette, all those songs that all of us used to love, in our time, it's a bit different in your era now, Boston, where you go for the more contemporary, Beyonce, Katy Perry.
Yeah, my favorite songs are, Ass by Nicki Minaj, or, Anaconda.
Exactly.
And,
you'll be Nicki Minaj, you'll be Justin Bieber.
Right. Justin Bieber's actually,
that kind of thing.
I
but
dated her
also,
for a while.
I do like jazz. Sorry, I interrupted you there.
I dated Justin Bieber for a while. She was pretty cute.
All right, but I do like jazz as well.
Yes.
And and my 2 favorite musicians would be George Benson and El Clue. I really, really, really love these guys.
So jazz, and then you're also a gospel singer, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Some people have been asking if you can sing a little bit. Would you like to at all?
Yes, of course.
Whatever you like. We've got about 8 minutes left, so.
Okay.
Whatever you like.
Blessed be the Lord God Almighty, who was and is to come. Blessed be the Lord God Almighty, who reigns forevermore. How's that? Why are you crying?
Oh, the crowd loved it though. They're loving it.
Cheers.
Okay, here. Let me send you the words to the introduction, and we'll ask you. While I'm doing that, I'll ask you one more question. This one's been asked a
Okay.
lot. Do you watch anime or movies at all? And if so, what are your favorite movies?
Well, I don't. To be honest with you guys, I'm a very busy man. I don't say that in a rude way at all. But look at all the video requests you guys send into my inbox. How can I do all these videos and still have time to watch anything at all?
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense actually.
But I do love all those things. I love anime. I love fans of anime.
All right, hold on. So, I actually don't
Okay.
know it by heart, which is pretty sad. It's welcome to another Bustin Kappa's video.
Yeah.
Warning: the following content is for pro MLG players only. Subscriberino, Likerino, and leave a commenterino. Please, no copy, Pastorino. Enjoy the sick plays. So that will be I think that's the whole script there, and
Have you sent it to my
I-
text? Have you sent it as a text?
as a text on
Okay.
on the Skype there.
Okay.
And I guess we can ask one more. Let's get like the best question since we've got about 5 minutes.
Okay. Before I do that bit.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
One more good question. We're gonna try and find one that is not just what's your favorite color, but what is your favorite color?
It's blue.
Who's his favorite color? So that one's been asked a lot.
Yeah.
um. When is your clothing line coming out?
Oh, count this. That's a very, very perceptive question, because in the next month or so, I've actually teamed up with some top designers around the world, and I'll be bringing on some of the finest suits around the world onto my YouTube channel and on my website. I'm going to having a special website for that. I think it's going to be called Tyrone Suits. So watch out for that, guys.
Tyrone suits, awesome. That sounds great.
Yes. But these suits, I have to say, these are not going to be branded Tyrone suits, but they are suits that Tyrone promotes in collaboration with some of the biggest suit houses on the planet. Absolute best suits, guys.
Knighting, we already asked about the Paris attacks. We already asked about legalization of marijuana. Big Pickle Zero asks, do you know anything about Zionism, and what is your opinion on Zionism and the conflict between Israel and Palestine?
Well, Zionism, I would think is the assertion of the Jewish state. For the layman like me, I don't know what the contours of that are. But all I can say is that as long as the conflict goes, and we know this conflict has been raging on since the dawn of time, I can only say that I call on both parties to show restraint in whatever they do, and to know that the lives of their people matter, and whatever they do, it should be to save and to protect lives, so that together as a community, as a world, we can find a peaceful and lasting solution to the conflict.
Really, really strong words. Thank you. So I think we're running just about out of time. If you'd like, you can do the introduction, and you could read that, and then we'll give the last closing statements. I'm going to link all of your things. I'm going to upload the full video to YouTube. I'll post it on Reddit as well, and
Okay.
we'll see it soar. You know.
Okay, I'm ready.
All right. Whenever you're ready.
Hi, and welcome to another Bustin Kappa's video. Warning, the following content is for pro MLG players only. Subscribe Reno, like a Reno, and leave a comment Reno. Please no copy past Reno. Enjoy the sick plays, guys.
That was great. Everyone raise your kappas in chat. That was awesome.
Thank you.
Okay, so yeah, if this is again, if you're just tuning in the stream, sorry you just missed the Q&A, but we are just getting finished up talking with big man Tyrone. He's got a video promo offer for us for all the fans. Do you have that link?
I was just setting up the coupon